Joining me now is celebrity and royal reporter Kinsey Schofield. Kinsey, let's start with Meghan Markle. She's sparked more outrage after publishing a message addressing herself as Your Royal Highness, despite her and Harry having agreed to stop using their royal titles after they quit the royal family and left the United Kingdom. What's going on here? You can't have these titles if you're not going to put in the work, if you're not going to be a working royal.
It's so disrespectful to Queen Elizabeth II's memory. You know, Meghan Markle is poking the bear here. I have it on good authority that Prince William wants to strip them of their titles, and the Sussexes would like reassurance that he won't do that, knowing how much it would hurt their commercial opportunities. Harry and Meghan are the new Fergie and Andrew. They cheapen the crown. The only thing HRH stands for in association with Meghan Markle is her ruthless homewreckerness, I guess, but I do not think that Meghan Markle should be utilizing the title. I think that this is just her way of trying to remind the world that she, for 18 months, was a royal.
Well, yes. And she started off with all the adulation, because I remember I was one of the few who was looking on going, what is this? Why is everyone absolutely worshipping this woman? Because she seemed so fake, so obviously fake from the start. Now, Prince Harry has told the UK Telegraph that he believes that the royal family stripped him of his police protection to try to trap him and Meghan Markle in the royal family and stop them leaving Britain. He said that his worst fears have been confirmed by secret evidence he had heard in court. Kinsey?
Okay, you and I both know that the royal family at this point in time, after the Oprah Winfrey interview, Spare, and the Netflix series, want nothing to do with these two people. Do we really believe that the royal family was trying to trap them in the UK? I think, if you believe the Daily Beast, their reports is that the desire not to have the Duke and Duchess of Sussex ever return has intensified. They don't want anything to do with Harry and Meghan. And this just plays into their victimhood narrative that Prince Harry has been milking since he just quit his job. But I disagree with him. I don't believe that the royal family has any desire to have him back.
No, trying to trap. Why would you want to trap those two? I think they would have been very happy to see the back of them. Now, moving on from the ginger and the whinger, Rosie O'Donnell has revealed her friendship with an infamous convicted killer, Lyle Menendez, saying she feels safe to be vulnerable with him. This was in an interview with the New York Times. Kinsey, what on earth is going on? Why is Rosie O'Donnell in contact with one of the Menendez brothers?
Rita, this is a woman that's constantly trying to tell us who to vote for. What a great judge of character. And if your audience isn't familiar, Lyle Menendez, along with his brother Eric, they murdered their parents, Jose and Kitty Menendez, in their Beverly Hills mansion in 1989, and then went on multiple shopping sprees. The crime scene was so horrific at the time, cops initially thought it was a mob hit, but she's become friends with them because she continues to publicly defend them, which, again, great judge of character. So next time Rosie wants to tell me who to vote for, I'm going to ask her to sit this one out.
Yeah, definitely. Singer Lizzo likes to be political as well, and she had a not so subtle jab at Donald Trump's tariffs by wearing a black sleeveless crop top with the red letters that read "tariffed" across the front during a performance on Saturday Night Live. This is bold, isn't it? I mean, Saturday Night Live is the perfect place to be making bold political statements.
Yeah, you know what? If I'm going to be honest with you, I too am terrified every time Lizzo wears a crop top. But Lizzo has multiple lawsuits pending with former employees alleging a hostile work environment and other misconduct. So until she cleans up her own front porch, maybe she should limit her commentary on leadership.
I've got to say, I'm shocked how much weight she has lost there. That is quite dramatic from the last time I saw her. So this is, well, do we suspect Ozempic? Has she been forthcoming in what's happened there?
I think
Because she was all
that
about
she
body
has.
positivity.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen her work out a lot online, but I do think she's admitted to some help when it comes to medication as well, too.
Now, Bernie Sanders made an appearance at Coachella for some reasons as a music festival. And of course, he took the opportunity to blast Donald Trump and Elon Musk. What else can you tell us, Kinsey?
You know, what a joke. This is one of the reasons we saw the Democrats bomb so extraordinarily during the last election. Kamala parading Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion on stage. It's the elites just talking to each other. One Coachella influencer said online that she spent over $100 for her food truck meal, consisting of tacos and lemonade, on Friday night alone. Bernie's there talking to spoiled little rich kids. Again, totally out of touch with regular, everyday Americans and their pressing needs. Good luck, Bernie, but this seems totally hypocritical considering where he stands on all of his policies.
And just how bizarre to have Bernie Sanders at a music festival, just go on stage and give some sort of a political rant. What's that got to do with a music festival? Why have you got some 80-year-old there, a socialist who's got 3 or 4 houses, preaching? It's crazy times. Crazy times, Kinsey Schofield. Thank you so much for your time again tonight.
Welcome back to Royal Sussex Squad, where we proudly stand with Harry and Meghan and expose the double standards and lies that continue to surround them. Today, we're diving into yet another laughable attempt by so-called royal experts to tear down Meghan Markle, this time over something as trivial as using a royal title she rightfully earned. Yes, folks, it's another desperate media spin cycle filled with faux outrage, recycled bitterness and some very questionable commentary from people who can't seem to keep the Sussexes out of their mouths. But don't worry, we've got the facts, the receipts and the real story. So settle in and let's do what we do best. Set the record straight and uplift Harry and Meghan while dragging the nonsense straight into the bin. Then we hear Kinsey Schofield trying to drag Meghan's name through the mud, claiming she's disrespecting the Queen's memory. Really? Because nothing says respect like publicly protecting Prince Andrew but villainizing Meghan for breathing. Where was this outrage when other royals were busy cozying up to tabloids and lobbying politicians for personal gain? And let's talk about the claim that Prince William supposedly wants to strip the Sussexes of their titles. The only reason that might even be on the table is because Harry and Meghan are thriving without palace strings attached. Their independence is a threat to a system that needs control, conformity and silence. But Harry and Meghan broke that cycle and now the firm doesn't know what to do. The smear continues with ridiculous comparisons, calling Harry and Meghan the new Fergie and Andrew. That's not just wrong, it's offensive. Harry and Meghan didn't damage the monarchy, they exposed the cracks. They didn't run from duty, they redefined service. And unlike Andrew, they've never been involved in a single scandal that actually endangered the monarchy's image. All they've done is tell their truth and protect their family. And while this segment was supposedly about the Sussexes, it spirals into strange commentary about Rosie O'Donnell befriending a convicted killer, Lizzo wearing a crop top, and Bernie Sanders showing up at Coachella. Somehow the same people outraged by Meghan's titles have nothing to say about someone defending murderers. Priorities, anyone? They mock Lizzo's weight, criticize political messages on Saturday Night Live and slam Bernie for being out of touch, but not one word about their own hypocrisy. They cry about titles while ignoring real royal corruption. They shout about victimhood while clinging to Meghan's name for clicks. It's embarrassing. Harry and Meghan didn't abandon the monarchy abandoned them. When it chose silence over support, protocol over protection, and image over integrity. Here's what we know for sure. The louder the critics, the stronger the Sussexes shine. Harry and Meghan have already proven that you don't need a palace to be powerful and you don't need approval from the press to be adored. Their story is one of courage, resilience and freedom, and we will always stand beside them. If you're tired of the hate, if you believe in truth over tabloid trash, and if you stand with Harry and Meghan, then join the movement. Hit subscribe, give this video a like, and don't forget to show your support through Super Thanks. Every contribution helps us continue to defend the truth and uplift the voices that deserve better. This is Royal Sussex Squad, the home of loyalty, light and legacy. Until next time, stay bold, stay kind and keep speaking truth to power.